Hey guys, Jeremy here, and if you are remodeling, rewiring, or maybe you're in a home that's got some old wiring in it, then you need a circuit breaker finder. Now, this one was sent to me at no charge for this review, and I've done these in the past, and circuit breaker finders are just going to help you find the circuit breaker. The other ones that I've done in the past, they didn't come with a bare wire tester, nor did they come with an NCV tester, or did they come with a light socket tester. So I'm going to show you all those today and how to track down some wires. So the first thing you're going to do is put batteries in both of these. Now, batteries are included. You're just going to need a little Phillips head screwdriver, put those batteries in, then you're going to be good to go. Next thing you're going to do is just power everything on. So your tester here is going to long press to power on. It's going to beep when it comes on, and you're going to have a green light. Then this obviously is just going to plug right into an outlet, and so we're just going to put it right here, and then we're going to power it on as well. Now, if everything is wired up right, you're going to get a green light, and then up here on the display, it's going to show you how many volts are coming through that socket. So we got 118, 119, so it's right where it needs to be, and everything, you can see right here also, it's showing that everything is wired correctly, and it's good to go. So what we're going to do now is try to find the breaker that belongs to that particular outlet. And all you're going to do, just make sure that you reset it with a quick press, and now it's good to go. Then you're just going to run it down your breakers until, now look at that, listen to the chatter. Okay, so that could possibly be the breaker there, but what I'm looking for is a steady beep, So we're going to reset that. We're going to come back down it again. See how that's a steady beep like that? Up here it kind of chattered. Now it's not even registering. So we're going to come right back down here. Now I want to take the camera over to the outlet, and we're just going to flip this breaker. Boom, just like that. Now I want you to notice it is still registering 120 volts, showing the correct wiring, but it's flashing, which means that there's no electricity coming out. So it's an unused outlet, but it is showing that there is power to the outlet. Okay, so that's really nice to know that. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to take this light socket tester. Okay, so we can find outlets no trouble, but light sockets are just another story. So we're going to screw this into a light socket, then we're going to plug this in, and then we're going to take our transmitter here and plug it in as well. Now, this is just a little bit more difficult because it's going to show an open circuit depending on if you're, like we're going to be checking a pole chain, so it's going to show an open circuit, but there is power to it. So let me take you over here to another closet. Okay, so I do want to show you that we do have power coming to this room. So I'm going to leave it on, take the light bulb out, and then I'm going to screw my transmitter in. So it is showing that it's on, right? Remember, our light was on when we took it out. So now I am not 100% certain why it turns red like this. If I pull my chain, now it's off, on, and it gives an open circuit. Now, if you was to come over here to this side, you can see that it's still getting 118 volts. So there is electricity coming to it, but it's flashing an open circuit. Now we're going to go over to the breaker box, and we're going to try to locate that breaker for this light. Okay, so I am resetting my tool, and then we're just going to go down our breakers. Chatter's not good, remember. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the breaker now, and if you watch on the screen, on or off?
Flashing.
Flashing. Okay, but it was a steady red.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do now is we're going to go ahead and pull that, and we're going to put a light bulb back in. Means that the circuit is open. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull this. No power. No power. And that flashing light should go back to a steady light. You may also hear a dehumidifier turn on because that is also on this circuit as well. So we pop this back on, boom. Steady light. You can hear the dehumidifier just kicked on as well. Go ahead and pull the chain. There we go. So everything's working as it should. Now we've just located the breaker for that light socket. Super nice. I tell you what, like I said, we've just remodeled this house and the wiring was absolutely atrocious. So we had to track everything down, and we used cell phones to do it. We flipped breakers to do it. It was an absolute nightmare. So this is what we did. We had somebody up in the attic and somebody down here at the breaker box flipping every breaker as we was discovering where all of the breakers went to, what sockets they went to. I tell you what, if I would have had this circuit breaker finder, we would have saved hours upon hours of time. Now, we can also take this to a GFCI and we can test that outlet as well. And then we could also, we've also got a bare wire tester. Now, I don't have any bare wires. Like I said, we've buttoned everything up, and so we're good to go. But you can do a bare wire tester as well. And then finally, on the probe, you're able to do an NCV, which is you're going to be able to put this right on a wire and determine if there's power coming through that wire. So what we're going to do is long press. And you can see now it has switched over to an NCV. Okay, so I'm just going to show you in my breaker box, and then we're going to go we just put an outlet in. I don't have too many exposed wires out here, and so I'm going to show you an outlet that we just put in the other day. Now, we want to find power. There's power. There's power. Now, these are all ground wires right here. No power. Green is ground wire. No power. Come back over here to the power side. Look at that. Now, look at this. No power. This is for my new solar panels that we just got installed on our garage, but the breaker's off, so there's no power coming through here, okay? Now there's one more thing I want to show you over here in a closet with an exposed wire. Now by exposed, what I mean is that it's not in a wall. Here in this utility room, we're able to see a wire. I want you to check this out right here. So we just literally wired this outlet in the other day, and we are checking for power coming to it. So we're going to reset, and then we're going to check for power. Look at that. Is that handy or what? I got one more wire over here. This is going to be my feed wire, so this is going to be my main hotline. Look at that. You can check it wherever you need to check it. And if there's electricity running through it, if it's hot, it's going to let you know. So I tell you, this circuit breaker finder, it would have been a huge help during our remodel and our rewiring. Now that we're all done, we finally get products like this. But I tell you what, if you are doing a remodel, if you're tracking down wires, if you're looking for open sockets or light sockets, don't know where they go to, this circuit breaker finder, worth its weight in gold.